Congratulations to Landon Watkins. He was a second team All-State Associated Press, which is one of the more elite groups or polls in or teams in the state that you can make. So second team, it's a big honor. I mean, what second team? Hey, it's a big deal. Because they only take 5 linemen, offensive linemen on first and 5 on the second. So he's considered to be one of the, according to them and their voters and their sports writers, he's considered to be one of the top 10 offensive linemen in the state based on this listing. So it's a huge honor for him, and that's in Class 5A. A huge honor for him. And the only other, if I'm reading it right, and I just scanned it today, I think Longview has a safety on there. So that's really the only people from our district that made first or second team in our district. Now there's some honorable mention guys from Longview on there too. So, and there could be some others, but huge honor, great deal for him. I mean, it's a big deal.
I would imagine that some of the colleges that are thinking about players, making a list like this has got to put you on the radar of some people that are looking for players.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it still kind of goes back to their basic play and their dimensions and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes in these lists and making these kind of honors, it's really about your stats and how you did and how somebody. So you go back to those colleges still recruiting guys. It's still about your dimensions, how tall you are, how long you are, how fast you are, and then they put that video in. Just to kind of see. So it's a lot of times colleges are looking for that size and that length for those guys. But it's again, it's a big deal. It's a huge honor for him. One that he'll cherish, I'm pretty sure.
He had some incredible stats in some games, some of the pancake blocks and some of that just gets outrageous, really, when you look at it. He had some great games for the Lions.
Oh, he did. I mean, Coach Offord back here watching him put together his highlight tape the other day was ridiculous. I mean, he had. I don't know, you're going to put me on the spot now. I don't have the stats in front of me, but they were ridiculous. I mean, the number of pancake blocks he had and domination blocks, and just it was ridiculous. Him just taking guys and walking them 15 yards back down the field. I mean, he really earned a lot of respect from people in our district. I know John King was extremely from Longview. I mean, I got college guys coming back. He said, King told me I better come look at this Watkins kid. So I know he gained the respect of a lot of guys, and he did it to everybody. I don't care who he played. He did it to everybody. And so, heck of a football player. We're surely going to miss him. A guy that's been with us on the varsity level for 4 years, big impact guy.
I've always thought of that center kind of as the quarterback, and to have him, as a real team leader, you can just tell the guys follow him.
Oh, yeah. The old commercial E.F. Hutton. I mean, he didn't say much, but when Landon spoke, everybody kind of listened. But he was really the anchor. I mean, he's the anchor for our offensive line and really the anchor for our offense. It all starts with that guy. You take those snaps for granted, all that stuff, and he's got a 300-pound guy sitting right on him. He's got to snap the ball and then take care of business. It's a big job. It's a big deal, and we're really proud of him, and we're really going to miss him. I know Coach Offord, he might have took that last loss as hard as anybody because he's losing some great guys up front, and then guys that have invested a bunch. So, but it's a big deal.
Still getting a lot of college interest and coaches coming in and
stuff. Yeah, got guys in and out. I mean, it's been good, really good for our kids. This week, I don't know, I hadn't seen many this week because I think this may be a dead week. So what they do, collect all their information, they go back. Everybody has a region or an area, and they'll sit down. A lot of them told me they're sitting down on Monday and breaking down video and just looking at each other and looking at their board, their player board, the personnel needs that they have, and they'll pull up tape and all those things. So when we come back from the holidays, I mean, those guys will be back here, making offers, trying to get kids to come on visits, doing those things. And some of our kids are already setting up visits. So we really got about 5 or 6 of them right now that colleges are really interested in. So that doesn't mean we may have more, may have less that have an opportunity to go play, but that's who they've shown interest.
Is there really maybe like one more big all-state poll? I know there's the Riders.
The AP poll, the Associated Press, this poll really does just the 10 games, your 10 scheduled games. And then the Texas Sports Writers Association has another one that comes about after the state champ. Usually they report theirs somewhere around the first week in February. But it's all the games. So they take the stats from all those, and you'll have a lot of folks to make deep playoff runs probably dominating that poll since you're going to get more stats and those things. But there's another big one coming. There'll be in All East Texas. There'll be a Smokey.com. He always has one. There'll be a greater Tyler area. Sometimes we get pulled into that one too. It just depends on who we're in the district with or who we played in that area. Sometimes some of our kids get those honors. You mentioned another All-Star game. There's a Fellowship of Christian Athletes game, which we've nominated some of our kids for that. And that'll be held in, I think, the second week in June. Is when that one takes place. So hopefully we get some kids have an opportunity to play in that one But it's exciting time, fun stuff, a lot of stuff going on, and we're kind of already gearing up around here for spring.